Greetings, as I, Tantus Naravan Dracovin, Lord and Emperor of the Dracovin Empire, and welcome to another State of the Empire vlog. It's been a while since I've had one, and I've been working on plenty of things. I've, of course, continuing a lot of the videos we've had out. The current series we have, great, enjoying them. I've been happy to get into Earth Dawn. D20 Modern, I don't know if it's had the greatest popularity, but I've been enjoying talking about it. It is technically an extension on 3rd edition Dungeons & Dragons, so it might be easier when I move into talking about that. Anyway, let's talk about some of the new things and some of the other things which are a little less. Role-playing adventures. I have been trying to get them out a little more regularly. My games have been, fortunately for me, a little mixed about when I'm having them. Personal issues with people. They're not as regular as normal. It's been helping me get into a situation where I'm adjusted in making them and getting better at making them. So I do have 3 that I've recorded the audio for, and that would actually catch me up. Unfortunately, 2 of them are quite long just because of the nature of them. And we did a lot of stuff in one of those episodes. One of our sessions, we did crap ton of stuff. So it's a lot of things we're doing that I have to sort of animate. But I will work on it, and I'll try to get more of those out. Other things, 2 new series are coming out. A little later on today will be the first one. I'm introducing a series, another one in the world of Magic the Gathering. I want to talk about the planes, the locations, the legends, and the planeswalkers. The world settings of Magic. And I'm going to start with that one. I'm starting with the main plane, the one that's been there the longest. You're going to enjoy it. It's the one that was there for Alpha. And it still has been here. Magic Origins mentioned it last. But regardless, hey, it's going to be a new series. It's going to be on Sundays. And I'm actually introducing another series on Thursdays. I'm going to start talking about Spelljammer. I wanted to originally wait until I was done with AD&D, but it looks like I've got a good number of chunks of episodes left over talking about the DMG, so I wanted to start talking about some of the other worlds that were introduced, world settings. The world settings in general, and I wanted to start with the more unusual ones, and Spelljammer happens to be one of my favorites, so that's the first one that's going to be coming out, and I'm going to start with those. I will do Ravenloft, Alkaheen, Dark Sun. I'll try to do them all. I will try to eventually do them all. But I'm starting with Spelljammer. I'm probably going to replace AD&D with one of them and do 2 of them a week that way. Now, other things. I am prepared to put stuff out on Twitch, to start live streaming some stuff. The first thing I want to do is I want to, at some point in time soon, start a show on Saturdays. It's going to be more podcast format. That what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the stories that I mentioned in Gathering the Roll, and I'm going to be taking them and we're going to be discussing them in a panel format with a bunch of people, talking about what these things that are coming out, what we think about them. I'm probably going to see if I can find a couple of people to be permanent guests, and then maybe 1 or 2 people to be guest spots for the week, and I'm going to try to build it that way. I'm probably going to have to find the people that are going to be there regularly for me first, but steps at a time. The other thing I want to do is I do want to start live streaming some role-playing games. I think that would be fun. I will probably at some point do some other kinds of gamings for live streaming now that I can get it done successfully. And I mean, the audio sounds fine. Occasionally the video gets a little wonky, but that's the only problem I've had. So I don't see any problems with it. Then occasionally you get to slow down on that. That's the only reason I haven't recorded some things like video games and stuff. Continued the Genesis games. The one way I was doing it is way too time consuming to edit it out, because I've got to rend it through like 4 times. 3 times, really. But that's just too ridiculous for me. And the other way that I was trying to do it, where I could do it once, I get slowdowns, which I have been unable to do anything about. I'll still experiment with it. My system that I use is just not very good. And the last thing I do want to mention, which should be coming up soon, and I will probably have another video related to that, is I do want to start a Patreon. I've done the bare bones of it, but I'm trying to establish what I want to do with it. The fact is, I have no steady employment. I live at home. I don't really have, unfortunately, that means I don't have a huge amount of bills, but it also means I don't earn a lot of money. I got this new microphone, which I'm hoping everybody's noticed that the sound quality went up. That was a lot of the extra money I'd saved up for. Things that I got, like when I did this special unboxing video, that was technically money for my birthday money that I'd gotten. Wasn't a lot. When I get money like that, I do spend it for things that help the channel occasionally. But I gotta spend it on myself too sometimes, just to relax. I have to live. I do game a lot, and it does make me travel a bunch, and that's where most of my money goes to, that and food. And unfortunately, it means I don't have a lot for stuff. I have to save up for a lot of things. So I'm thinking with this, I'm getting to the point in time that maybe I can start getting more materials. I can update my system that if I want to do some kind of gaming thing, where maybe like doing something more intense like Neverwinter Nights and recording that for the channel. That's a D&D game. I would love to do that. Or the new Shadowrun material and showing that off. Love to. Because these are video games. Or Vampire the Masquerade, the Bloodlines game. I would love to play that, but my system will not allow it. I just don't have the setup for it. And upgrading that is cost that I don't have. I'd rather get a new camera first, because this camera's not bad, but I could use a new one for this sort of situation. Just saying. But, so, I'm setting up the Patreon. I don't need anybody to follow me. As I said, I'm okay. I'm living as it is. I do not need the money. What it would be for would be things like upgrading my system eventually, maybe going to more conventions. I'm only planning to go a few of them because I can only afford a few of them. Doing things that I could get out there and meet you folks, or do gaming with you folks, things like that. I would love to do more of that, to travel more, to do a lot of things. And the channel is growing. I'm happy to say we're over 50 subscribers now, and the word is seemingly spreading more. I'm getting new people. I'm getting people that are interested in forming a vague community, and we can discuss things and talk about things, and this is what I want. I want more discussions on role-playing. I want more interest in it, and gaming in general. I love Magic. I love role-playing. I love anime and Bessem. I have an entire series of doing anime series, which I watch a lot of, and using them for a Bessem game, because that's the kind of thing I think about a lot of times. I would love to do some video game stuff, some Let's Play stuff, even if it's just based upon role-playing games. I would love to do that. There's so much I want to do, and so much I don't have time for just in my normal schedule. You know, as I said, I still do some work, just not a lot. Not full-time, not steady, not even part-time steady. It just doesn't earn me a lot now, my existence, so. But anyway, I digress too much. Just know that I will be putting a link to the Patreon probably out soon. I'm going to have another announcement video linked to that when I finally finish my page and figure out what I want to put there. But I'm just saying, effectively, what it's going to be talking about is, I'm okay, but if you want to support us and make the channel better, I wouldn't mind that. It might make my life a little better too, which, hey, that helps me make more content for you guys. That's all I can say about it, because I enjoy it. You see how much content I put out. I enjoy doing this a lot, and it's been fun. But anyway, so that's it for today. If you want to talk about any of the things I've talked about, any kind of discussions, any questions for me, just leave in the comments below. If you're interested in either being a guest, maybe becoming a full-time person on my little podcast, or trying out one of the role-playing games with me, just let me know in the comments below. I'm building a schedule for all this stuff, trying to work it together so that's enjoyable for all of you. Anyway, so please like, share, subscribe. Shows your support for the channel, Empire. Work I do, of course. And until the next time, I bid you farewell.